A glorious chunk of pure crystallized carbon, and every girl's best friend. Diamonds were once thought to have magical properties. Now the magic is the transformation from raw material to the ultimate in personal adornment.
Hello, I'm Venetia Nwanwu, and this is Hatton Garden. For centuries, this area has been famous for one thing: diamonds. The streets may not be paved with them, but the windows are certainly full of them. But along the road from here, there is a building that has done more than any other to make London the centre of the world market in rough diamonds.
This is the Central Selling Organization, set up in the 1930s to keep the world diamond market stable. And today, some 80% of the entire world supply of rough diamonds come here to be sorted and sold. Many of those uncut stones come from Africa. Sierra Leone, for instance, is a rich source of gem-quality stones, earning more than $60 million of export currency a year. The Sierra Leone government invited the CSO to set up a buying and selling operation to safeguard fair trading. Another part of the work of the organization is to train buyers and valuators. Students first learn the skills of sorting diamonds at their headquarters in London, where last year alone the organization handled more than $1.5 billion worth of rough stones. This machinery was specially designed to help with the mammoth sorting operation. To me, they look like so many pebbles on the beach, until you see them exquisitely transformed for the jewellery trade.
They're also VVS, Antwerp cutting.
This is John Donald, one of the world's leading jewellery designers.
This is also a very nice heart shape, nicely cut. What's the weight of that?
That's a 358.
In his workshop, less than a mile from Hatton Garden, he and his team of craftsmen continue a long tradition of setting precious stones in precious metals. John Donald takes an active part in every stage of creating a new piece of jewellery, from the original design right through to the final assembly. This formal arrangement of diamonds and rubies can be worn as a brooch or as a necklace. I asked John Donald what influenced him most when creating designs like these.
I've always been interested in Victorian jewellery, and when I was a student I spent a lot of time in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, where there is a fine collection of Victorian jewellery. And I consider that my jewellery is a modern interpretation of Victorian. It doesn't give anything at all to Victorian, but it's a new statement completely. These are pieces that are made specially.
John Donald is fascinated by the idea of putting movement into jewellery to create maximum effect. A concealed spring sets off the action here.
And gold and diamonds.
Diamonds are only little chips of carbon. Why do you think they've always been so very highly valued?
It's interesting. I think that diamonds, of course, are the hardest stone there is. The other thing, of course, is that they are the most brilliant. There is no other stone that cuts and makes such a bright point of light as a diamond. And I think this is probably the fascination of it.
For more than 2,000 years, diamonds have been sought after as the most precious of all gemstones. Today, London is the world centre of the rough diamond trade. It has also attracted more leading designers of jewellery than any other capital in the world. Craftsmen who can transform rough crystal into jewels like these, objects of great beauty and lasting value.